Are you kidding me?
Oh my god, you suck at this damn game.
Yeah, whatever. Man, maybe we should cheer him up, man.
He just ignored you again and you want to cheer him up?
Come on now. After everything that's going on with Vanessa, he's not himself right now.
Man, I don't know.
I'm gonna go check up on him. See if he wants to chill. Are you cool with that?
Yeah, whatever. Free country.
Okay.
Devin! Joaquin told me we're getting fucked up tonight.
Yeah. Sure.
Ooh, wait, let's play a game.
So we're getting fucked up tonight?
I couldn't think of anything else, man.
This is not a good idea.
He needs this, dude. Come on.
Where do you keep getting this shit from?
New mini fridge. Now, shop FIFA.
Can't you just play Joaquin?
Come on, dude, you know that wouldn't be fair. We're too good for him.
Hey, fuck you, man. I'm getting better.
Come on, dude, I'll drink for you.
Yeah, sure. You can.
Hey, man, maybe you've had enough.
Maybe you haven't had enough.
Chill the fuck out, Miles.
Fuck's up your ass, Devin? Too cool to drink with your friends?
No, I'm not. But I am too damn smart to fucking put up with this shit anymore. I'm not cleaning up after you. I'm not doing this shit. Fucking black out for all I fucking care, dude. I'm done. What? The fuck do you want? Fucking shit. Just fucking trying to sleep and shit. I can't do shit. What do you want?
Miles.
What do you do?
He's unconscious.
Seriously?
Can you please just check on him, man?
Didn't you check on him?
Yeah, I did. It's just, I've never had to do this before, man. I just...
Did he hit his head?
I don't think so.
Then he's fine.
Dude, Devin, can you please just help?
Wasn't it your idea to get fucked up?
I know, I was just trying to help.
Well, this is what happens when we try to help. You never had to see it. You never stayed out late with us. Long nights watching him puke his fucking guts out weekend after weekend, starting fights, breaking shit. It's pointless.
Devin, I get that, but I've never had to do this before, man. I don't know what to
Don't do anything! Go to sleep. It's not your problem.
What if he has alcohol poisoning?
I've seen him drink much more than this and survive. It's fine.
I need an ambulance, dude. Fuck.
What?
We're taking a risk by not getting him any help.
Do you know what happens if we call an ambulance?
He gets the safety.
Bull fucking shit. You know his mom's gonna call and pull him out of school again?
We're playing with his life right now. We're gambling in a way.
If we call an ambulance, we're going to destroy his life. He's underage.
I know he is underage, which means if he or anything happens to him, we will get caught because we supplied the alcohol.
If we take him to the hospital, they will just easily figure out as well that we supplied him with the alcohol. It's another reason not to call 911. Jesus fucking.
He needs you, man. I need you. Please.
Fine, this is the fucking last time.
Thank you.
Go get the Swiffer in a glass of water, please.
Fuck, you're heavy.
You stay over there, big dog. Alright. There. He's fine. Will you go to bed now?
You sure he'll be okay?
It'll take a lot more alcohol than that to put down Miles Evans.
Okay. Thank you.
Are you fucking kidding me? This fucking guy. Fuck you, man. Fuck you.
You're not in love with that.
You have no idea.
Blonde, like tan white person. I don't know what I thought it was. I didn't think it was me.
So I knew that I felt different, and I knew that I was bad at being a man, and I knew that I was insecure about my sexuality, and I knew that I had a really hard time talking to people, talking to boys in particular. I didn't understand how to navigate the social dynamic of gender. Surfing was the thing where I was like, oh, this is the bigger world, and I also don't fit there. Particularly if you're somebody who's non-binary and you have a little bit of dysphoria, at least for me, surfing changes your body, and it changes it a certain way. So part of it's I didn't feel like there was space in surfing for me, and I also felt if I kept surfing, there wouldn't be space in society for me.
forced me to be more straight. I think it wasn't until like I started working at a surf school where I was like spending a lot of time with a bunch of surf instructor like bros basically, and like I think I just gone into college or like had started dating my first girlfriend like the year before. I felt more like I was like code switching and like presenting myself as straight and also like no room for like gender expression.
I had what felt like a dirty secret. I was riding this like egg with like really shitty like cheap fins, and it was a thruster, and it was kind of old and yellow, and you know, I'd get like leered at in the parking lot, and like definitely people paddled around me way more, and the harassment level like was up a little bit. I felt like they weren't serious boards, but I loved riding it because the mid-length is this like very like human size thing. You're not fighting the wave at all, you're just like flowing with it.
Definitely had the vision for something like Benny's Club since I started working at a surf school. And like a big part of it was like literally about me, because I knew that I felt that way and like would have appreciated something like that to like be able to go to or like be around.
Coronavirus shut down. All of a sudden surfers are like can't surf, and so we're thinking about surfing a lot. Then these state-sanctioned murders of human beings happened, and all of a sudden there's a big shift. So when Momo was like, do you want to start this thing? Do you want to make a space for queer surfers and people of color who surf, and do you want to try to connect them and build community and make it so that you never have to go surf alone again, or surf just in the company of straight white men for the most part? I was like, hell yeah, that's what we should do. That's what we should do.
That's what Benny's Club is for. It's for bringing like native New Yorkers from all of like any part of New York City, you know, be in the ocean and learn and be able to surf. There shouldn't be any barrier to anyone to be able to do that.
Surf culture has been, I think, for a long time, really committed to a fake history of itself. It's a space where you actually can foster real interpersonal connection across lines of identity that on land would be not insurmountable, but big enough that it wouldn't just happen casually. But if you're out surfing and somebody catches a good wave, everyone's psyched for you. So when that happens, in that moment where the lineup is watching you take off on a set and you're pulling into a good wave, like, there is no surfer that's mad at you. Every surfer is psyched, and that's just like it's almost like a law of surfing. So it's also a space where if you can actually affect a change, it can really make a difference, hopefully. I mean, I don't know. In a very small way. Benny's has the potential to do something.
Hey, I was wondering if you, if you were having any trouble leaving your apartment this morning? No, I know you just woke up, but look, I think my clock is broken. Would you tell me what time it is? Yeah, I slept fine. Why do you ask? Did you sleep okay? No, I physically cannot leave, and I keep trying, but fucking listen, something is seriously wrong. No, goddamn it, not wrong with me.
On September 1st, 2016, Colin Kaepernick took a knee during the playing of the United States national anthem. He explained the decision to kneel as a symbol of solidarity and protest for African Americans who have been affected by police brutality and systemic racism in America.
There's a lot of things that need to change. One specifically is police brutality.
Kaepernick continued kneeling during the 2016-17 season, despite backlash from fans, the media, players, President Donald Trump, and NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell.
Again, we believe that our players should stand for the national anthem. That's an important part of our game and our moments, and we believe in that.
At the conclusion of the season, Kaepernick opted out of his contract and became an unrestricted free agent. Despite being only 29 years old and in the peak of his athletic prime, Kaepernick went unsigned heading into the following season. Many posited, like Stephen A. Smith of ESPN, that Kaepernick's lack of a contract had little to do with his athletic ability and everything to do with his activism.
We all need to put on our big boy and big girl pants and recognize why that is. The reason why is because the NFL, as is mostly the case with corporate America, is about dollars and cents. They are about making money and not doing anything to compromise or interfere with the ability to get money.
As Stephen A. Smith notes, Kaepernick was effectively blackballed by NFL owners and Roger Goodell amid backlash for his actions in fear of losing viewership, public appeal, support, and overall, money. However, a little over 4 years since Kaepernick was blackballed, entire teams and countless players from the NBA, WNBA, MLS, MLB, and notably the NFL were kneeling during the national anthem. Specifically, the response from leagues like the NFL had changed. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell went public to say,
"We, the National Football League, condemn racism and the systematic oppression of black people."
So in just 4 years, what happened? This shift was a long time coming, and to really make sense of it, we first need to understand the historical backdrop of player protests and the official response to it. On April 28, 1967, Muhammad Ali refused induction into the US military for the Vietnam War. He cited religious beliefs, but predominantly as an act of civil rights protest against racism in America. And for his refusal of service, he was immediately stripped of his title by the World Boxing Association and was also fined for his actions and banned from boxing for 3 years.
Ali was immediately stripped of his title by the World Boxing Association.
Just 18 months later, Tommy Smith and John Carlos did the Black Power salute at the 1968 Olympic Games in Mexico City, after finishing first and third respectively in the men's 200-meter final.
Smith and Carlos raised a single gloved fist as a symbol of protest at the treatment of blacks in the USA. They were ordered out of the Olympic Village and were suspended by the US Olympic Committee.
Fast forward to 1996 in Denver Nuggets guard Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf refused to stand during the playing of the national anthem before NBA games. He stated that the flag and anthem were a symbol of tyranny and oppression. So the NBA suspended Abdul-Rauf without pay for his actions, and he was soon traded to the Sacramento Kings. In Sacramento, Abdul-Rauf led the NBA in points per minute, but after 1.5 seasons with the Kings and after playing a career-low 17.1 minutes per game, it was clear what the NBA was doing.
Trying to blackball me. Now that I'm trying to resign, no one wants to touch me.
So Abdul-Rauf took his talents to Europe, where he continued playing pro ball in Turkey. And so, for all these notable athlete activists, among many others, the response to their protests, regardless of the sport or time period, was the same. Stick to sports, or you don't get to play. However, the reaction to Kaepernick's protest was noticeably different in one key capacity, and that is the role of social media and digital information. The controversy surrounding Kaepernick spread across communities online, where he was met with support and also backlash. This social media reaction to Kaepernick's protest is an overlap between sports culture and digital culture, an overlap that scholar Andy Maya formally classifies in his 2017 book, Sport 2.0. Maya pays careful attention to the ramifications of emerging digital technologies and how they have changed sport, paying careful attention to virtual and augmented reality sports viewing experiences, digital player tracking technologies, and sports and citizen journalism via social media. Ultimately, Maya contends that sports will continue to become mixed reality viewing experiences with seamless overlap and incorporation of the physical and digital. Maya's definition of Sport 2.0 is particularly helpful in showcasing how sports leagues have become increasingly dependent on leveraging the brand, image, and notoriety of leading athletes for continued commercial success. But this is also where Maya's definition of Sport 2.0 needs an addendum. The interplay of the personal, social, and commercial within the digital and sports sphere that Maya calls Sport 2.0 now also includes the political. Black athletes have been able to use digital tools like social media to leverage the global reach of #BLM and speak out about systemic racism. The kind of systemic racism that, in fact, has historically made sports one of the only arenas in which black people could excel, as long as they stuck to sports and kept their mouths shut. This is #BLM meets Sports 2.0. It's the rise of the athlete activist and a paradigm shift in the sports media entertainment complex. This complex is a power structure that illustrates the synergy and relationships between the key players within the world of sports, media, and entertainment. Historically, the complex has operated with the following power dynamic. Players participate in leagues, they can sign endorsements with companies, and these relationships are covered by the media, and it's all consumed by fans. In this original model, the black athletes that have historically done well in this power structure have avoided quote-unquote being black. A sentiment discussed and explored by author, writer, and scholar Howard Bryant, who contends that in the eyes of white America, athletes like O.J. Simpson, Tiger Woods, and Michael Jordan have experienced tremendous success in their respective sports, signed massive commercial and endorsement deals, because they understood what being black meant and how to navigate this for personal success.
OJ like, I'm not black, I'm OJ. Okay.
I came up with this name, I'm a combination.
A combination.
Caucasian, blue, black, Indian, Asian. Combination.
Bryant notably writes, to move to the good life and away from the worst thing in the world in the eyes of white America, all they had to do was run toward it and leave the rest behind. And this was how the sports media entertainment complex has historically functioned. The black athletes who achieved the most financial success stuck to sports and didn't challenge the issues of race and police brutality in America. Bryant's notion helps situate what these athletes were running from. It's a term from scholar Poe Johnson called remediated lynching, the racist re-empowerment of white ownership of black bodies manifested in sport. Tiger, OJ, and MJ weren't selling out, but reacting to this remediated lynching which has played out time and time again when athletes have protested.
Feel free to get out.
You have to stand up for the national anthem. It's your country and you should be proud of it.
He's in America, he gets paid by an American company, so.
America is the reason why he's making the big bucks, and I mean, he should at least respect that.
Ask Mahmoud if he'd rather not get paid in American dollars.
So what has changed since Kaepernick's initial protests is that athletes are now using digital tools to attack and challenge the notion of truly being more than an athlete. And thus far, this shift has redefined the sports media entertainment complex. No athlete epitomizes this shift more than LeBron James. James has always been a phenom.
From behind takes it away. Chalmers, Cole, James!
In 2003, he was infamously labeled the Chosen One by Sports Illustrated, and ever since then, he's been the face of the NBA. LeBron, in addition to being incredibly successful on the court, is also killing it off the court, using his voice, companies, and digital tools afforded to him to speak up, speak out, and challenge systemic racism in America. The Spring Hill Company, which was founded in 2015 and is ran by LeBron James and his childhood friend and business partner, Maverick Carter, has multiple entertainment subdivisions, one of which includes More Than, based off the slogan, More Than an Athlete, and is focused on increasing discourse and discussion about racism in America and the role that athletes must play as agents of change today. LeBron routinely rocks this merch and posts about it, early and often on his social feeds. Another one of LeBron's companies, Uninterrupted, is built to quote-unquote empower athletes from all walks of life to communicate in an unimpeded way. In this way, LeBron exists in his own curated, unfiltered media empire, and he uses these companies to address political issues in America head-on. Most notably, when then US President Donald Trump uninvited Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors from the White House in 2017, even though Curry had already said the Warriors weren't going, this is what LeBron had to say.
What'd I say? Let me hear you say it.
Call him a bum.
It's not a name call. It's you bum. Me and my friends call each other that all the time. I'm not his friend though. I don't want to see that on the note. He's not my friend.
If the tweet itself isn't enough, LeBron starred in a special episode of Uninterrupted, yes, his own media company, where he continued the discussion and conversation about his comments.
Warriors said, if we had an invite, we're not going to the White House. LeBron, you called the president a bum.
Yeah, straight up.
How do you describe the climate for an athlete with a platform nowadays that want to talk about what's happening in our world?
Well, the climate is hot. The number one job in America, the point of person, is someone who doesn't understand the people and really don't give a fuck about the people.
And even when individuals like Laura Ingraham attempted to reinforce remediated lynching,
NBA superstar LeBron James is talking politics again, and this time it's R-rated. Unfortunately, a lot of kids and some adults take these ignorant comments seriously. So keep the political commentary to yourself, or as someone once said, shut up and dribble.
LeBron turned this incredibly racist sentiment into a movement, a trending hashtag on Twitter, and a 3-part docuseries exploring athlete activism across basketball in America.
We will definitely not shut up and dribble. I would definitely not do that.
As a case study, what LeBron James shows is that athletes today don't have to disconnect their blackness from their athleticism. Athletes are leveraging digital tools to connect directly with fans and unequivocally defending the right to voice their political views and opinions. As LeBron and fellow NBA stars leveraged their voice on social media, numerous leading figures from other major American sports leagues followed suit.
Tonight, we stand, and while we have heavy hearts, we stand with strong and determined voices and ask all our fans to vote, to engage, and to make that difference.
With this unity from countless athletes taking a stand on social media sites, digital communities like the Players Tribune, and of course LeBron James across digital context with his own media empire, utilizing branches and subdivisions to continue the hashtag BLM movement, leagues have been forced to listen. The apology I showed you earlier from NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell didn't come out of nowhere.
So, on behalf of the National Football League,
this is what we, the players,
would like to hear you state.
We, the National Football League,
condemn racism and the systematic oppression of black people.
We, the National Football League, condemn racism and the systematic oppression of black people.
As players demanded that leagues shift their stance on activism, and leagues responded, the NBA even attempted to revise its history surrounding player activism.
There's a long history in this league of fighting for social justice, for racial equality. I still firmly believe it was and is the right thing to do.
As leagues and corporations have responded, they have also branded this player activism and capitalized on it. It's a move that is defined by scholar Jeffrey Montez de Oca within his term socially conscious marketing, the use of politically progressive statements that do not challenge the operation of racial capitalism, but simply enhance the brand image of the leagues in a moment of political crisis and mass mobilization against systemic racism. Leagues and corporations are mainly interested in their bottom line.
The NFL, as is mostly the case with corporate America, is about dollars and cents.
And so, how do we wrangle this notion of performative activism when leagues and corporations have already shown their true colors? When it wasn't financially imperative to do so, players were silenced and blackballed for protesting. But now that the stakes have changed, so has the response. However, the larger question may be, does it even matter? Is it progress enough that athletes play in leagues and are endorsed by companies, but they are now also driving the discourse, rhetoric, discussions, slogans, branding, and activism surrounding real political issues, all the while maintaining their standing as athletes? The power structure of the sports media entertainment complex has finally shifted. Leagues and companies are responding to the messages from athletes across digital contexts. And notably, media coverage of this movement is not just external. It's covered and discussed internally from athlete brands and digital communities like the Players Tribune and media companies like the Spring Hill Company, from athletes dedicated to continuing and advancing the hashtag BLM movement. It's a paradigm shift in the sports media entertainment complex, and it's why an accurate understanding of Sport 2.0 must include the political. That is, the way in which athletes are leveraging digital tools like social media to demand action, change, awareness, discussion, and a voice in a society and sports complex that has historically silenced those who spoke out. We must internalize and process this to truly grapple with the pursuit for authentic and productive discourse, activism, and change in America.
you envy?
I genuinely feel crazy sometimes. These black people are dying at alarming rates and have been dying. And nobody cares. Let's move on.
To be black is to have to worry about everything. You got to worry about, are you going to be here tomorrow?
I'm like, man, it's so damn hard being black. Where do we go? Where can we hide? Where can we be safe? Where can we cry? Where can we be held? Where can we feel secure? Where can we feel loved and seen and known? Where can we go?
Then Hammarskjöld was killed, and Lumumba was killed, and Diem was killed, and Kennedy was killed, and Malcolm was killed, and Evers was killed, and Swerner, Cheney, and Goodman were killed, and Louisio was killed, and Stokely fled the country, and Leroy was arrested, and Rapp was arrested, and Tolar, Thompson, and Cooper were killed.
Once you realize what it is and what's going on, you'll find out, being black especially, that you are an expert on grief.
If you crying, it's okay. If you are enraged, that's okay. If you're going through depression because of what's going on in the situational, that's okay. What I want everyone to understand, that's grieving.
She said, I got to be strong for my family. And I said, who told you that? Who told you that? There's a time and a place for all things. There is a time and a season for all things. This is not your season for strength. Right. This is your season for mourning.
I know it's late, but the question, what type of love do I deserve? It was really, really heavy on my mind. I deserve love and a phone call to just see how I'm doing. Love that doesn't want me to change my appearance for a family barbecue. I hope I look in the mirror and see love on my skin. I deserve love I don't have to question at 3 a.m. Good morning.
Because it's like a real threat. Like,
it's
Black
power.
people being in love with themselves and in love with each other and like communicating that and exploring that and imagining that. It's like a real life, like lethal threat to white supremacy. Like,
if I could go and come again, I think I would come back as Black. I think that it gave me freedom. I think it gave me my true independence. That no matter where I go in the world or whatever I do or whatever my involvement, I'm free. That the earth, the world cannot claim me anymore. I've been given my freedom now. I can live. No one can bind me.